Hello. It is Wednesday of the longest week of my life. This week has been never ending and it just feels like it's going on forever. So, oh my gosh, today, so I do a study table after school to help me get my hours, to help me get my hours for Reza. So these are the kids who have below a 2.5 GPA, I think is what it is. And they have to come in order to be eligible to do like any after school stuff. So like, I don't know. They're not bad kids. They've been through a day of school already. They've been sitting and doing like schoolwork and whatever. And now they have to sit for another hour and like be silent and do like schoolwork, which isn't fun, right? So I can't really blame them that they like want to talk and move around and stuff, but like I'm not allowed to let them do that. So I have to be the bad guy and be like, you gotta take your headphones out, you can't talk, sit down and start doing something. They all know that they're supposed to bring something to work on. Like they have to be working for the entire hour in order to like have it count and be eligible for stuff. And still, some of them just don't bring stuff. So I'm like, okay, write a really detailed letter to one of your teachers telling them what you did today. What did you eat for breakfast? How did you feel about riding the bus? What did you do in class? And like, whatever. Like, it's just getting them to write and like be busy. And there's a couple of kids. There was one kid that just like wandered around the library the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, just sit down and like pretend to read at least or something. But he didn't. So yeah, I hate having to be the bad guy, and I really hate having to like make them sit down and do like boring work and stuff, but it's part of the job. Yeah, I don't know. It's really not that bad most of the time. It's just been a really long day, a really long week, and it just like kind of got to me today, and I was just like, oh my gosh, just like just do what I say, right? Oh man. No, but there were a couple of kids that were working on like an art project and drawing, and they were doing a really good job. I was pretty impressed. I was trying to 3D print something for some students, and I've been trying to do this all day. Honestly, I've been trying to 3D print stuff all year, and like whenever I try to, like stuff goes wrong and the printer doesn't work. So one of the last times I tried, the filament got like looped inside of itself and it just didn't print half of the stuff. And then today we printed something and we put supports in it so that while it was printing, it was a little more stable. But when the printer printed the supports, it like tore off the part that it was supposed to be like saving. So I started trying to do it again just so like it could print overnight and the kids can come get it in the morning. But something happened with like the extruder, and the filament just started forming this like gloop ball on the end of the extruder. And so finally I was like, you know what, you just gotta wait for the other librarian to come in tomorrow, and he's the professional, he can do it. I'm done with this. So I don't know what it is about me and 3D printers, but they just don't want to work. So that was my day. How was yours? So now I'm going home, and then later tonight in like 2 hours Scott and I are going to trivia, and it's gonna be me and a group of engineers. So like anytime we do trivia with his friends, I feel so dumb. Like they're all really good at math, they're all really good at science. Scott knows like everything about everything, which is incredible. Like, okay, one time we were at trivia and one of the questions was, what key does a toilet flush in? Like, who even thinks that a toilet flushes in a key? He knew it. It's E flat, just so in case you're curious. So yeah, like that's what I'm going up against tonight. Not up against, but like that's what I have to like try and live up to. Definitely the weak link of the chain. I'm just there to have fun, like let's be real. So yeah, anything else? I don't know. Look at my new glasses. I got like 5 new pairs of glasses. If you guys are looking for glasses, highly recommend Zenni. If you haven't used it already, I'll put a link in below. And I used a new website called Fermo or something like that. I will also put a link to that below. However, that one, I think if you're in the US or wherever, it's coming from China, I think, because I got charged like a 40-cent customs fee or something, so just know that. But they have really good quality glasses, both of them do. I think these ones are from Zenni, and then the other ones are from Zenni and Fermo. I don't know. Really good. I'll put the links below. Okay, my arm's getting tired and I really want to go home, so I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so I wanted to do this really quickly before I had students come in. I am today making a presentation that I'm going to teach the students about tomorrow on sympathy cards and empathy. I really think this is important for the students to hear and to understand, and some of them may have never heard empathy or what it is or how important it is, or they've never learned why to write sympathy cards or thank you cards or something like that, or how to like make them sincere. And I think they just get into the habit of writing like, oh, sorry for your loss, or like, oh, thank you for doing this. And I really want to sit down and talk to them tomorrow and just like really explain why they're doing this. And then we're also doing an exercise on empathy, because I had a student last week. He like colored on the tables that are in the library, and when I said go get a wet paper towel and just wash it off, he was like, well, that's what we have janitors for. And I was like, no. Like, that is not what they are there for. You made the mess, you clean it up, and like that really stuck with me, and I was like, we need to talk about empathy. Yeah, so hopefully it's a good lesson, and hopefully it like sticks with them and gets to at least a handful of kids. All right, that's my bell. I've got a class coming in. I will see you later. Bye. Guys, I got home from work today and decided I wanted to play with some makeup, and then it turned into this. Wow. Jesus Lord, look at that thick liner though. Hey guys, so today is my first day of doing the empathy lesson with the students, and it's going pretty well. I'm sure that I've mentioned before, but if I haven't, I do 7th and 8th grade, one class of 7th, one class of 8th, and they like come in throughout the day each day. So my 8th graders, I wasn't really worried about how they would respond. I knew that they would be pretty okay with it. My 7th graders are the ones that I was worried about, because they're like a pretty difficult group. But I really spent a good amount of time like explaining to them why I wanted to do this lesson with them, and why it was important for them to like focus on the empathy part of it. There were students trying to get into the library, and it's my lunch and it's supposed to be locked, but the door was unlocked and somehow they got in. Anyway, I don't remember where I was, but anyway, 7th graders, I spent like time explaining to them like why it was important to practice empathy, and like why it was a good skill or trait to have. And so the 7th grade team, I had to like keep bringing them back, and like they would start whispering, and I really just had to emphasize like, I really want you guys to do this alone, because I want you to like really focus on your feelings and how you would feel, because I want you to put yourself in the situation that this woman is going through. Like, she lost her husband, and it's a really big deal. So yeah, I had to keep bringing them back to center a little bit, but like for the most part they really weren't that bad. And like I think once it really clicked with like how big of a deal it was, they did really well with it. Like I said, there were really only 2 students that I think really brushed it off. So I'm happy with how it's going so far. Today is not my hardest group of 7th graders. They will be in here in a couple of days, so I'm gonna check back in and see how they did with it. But I'm really happy with it. I'm really glad that I'm doing this, because I mean, not only is it nice to like make cards for people who have lost someone, but I think, sorry, my arm, I gotta but it's really, really important for these kids to like start learning empathy and like just know what empathy is, because they have kind of a hard time with it. I did so for for my like longer classes, when I have them for a longer time period, I'm doing 2 like practice session kind of things with them. I'm giving them 2 scenarios. So the first one I give them is like, put yourself in your teacher's shoes, and like I give them the scenario of you have a student who has something really important to tell their friend, and these guys talk while teachers are talking all the time. So basically I give them that scenario and I walk through them with it, like, how would you feel if somebody did that to you? You were saying something that you thought was really important and somebody just started like not paying attention and talking over you while you were saying this important stuff. Would you feel good about yourself? Would you feel respected, etc., etc.? And then and then I have them think about what if this happened once per day? Like, that's annoying but tolerable, right? And then I work up to, what if it happened 10 times an hour, Monday through Friday, every day for 36 weeks out of the year, which is like the length of a school year. And I really just try to let that sit with them so that they can see, like, this happens more often than I think they think to a teacher. And I've been explaining to them, like, that's why your teachers react the way they do when they catch you talking in class. Like, it may not seem like a big deal to you as a student, but when you're a teacher who has been interrupted 10 times every hour all day for, what are we on, like 6 months, it gets to be really not disheartening, well, disheartening, yeah, but just like frustrating, and just like you feel like you're trudging through slime, I guess is the best way. So hopefully that got to some of them, and it's helping them understand like empathy and people in their lives and their teachers and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys ever done anything like this, like an empathy lesson with your students? I know for sure people have, but like, how do you do it, and how did your students respond? I'm most likely going to have to work with these students again next year. So I'm just trying to like figure out how to reach them, how to reach students who don't have empathy. Oh, also, the state of Ohio, I don't know how many of you guys are in Ohio, the state of Ohio is adding in social emotional learning standards. So like, it will be learning standards to teach children empathy and to teach students like how to deal with situations and how to stay calm and how to feel their feelings and stuff. So those are, I don't know when they're going to go into effect, but Ohio is getting social emotional learning standards. Is your state getting those? Is that just an Ohio thing, or has your state already had them? So like, while I have this kind of like easier time with these kids where I'm not in a classroom with them every single day, I'm trying to like work up some lessons and like stuff that I can do with them next year too, when they come in, to work on things like empathy and like that social emotional stuff. So yeah, I don't know, just trying to motivate students who do not want to be motivated, and students who are just very apathetic towards everything that happens, I guess. It's obviously not all of them, but I don't even know that I want to say most, but it really feels like a good majority of the students in this class are just apathetic towards everything. And I don't know if it's just like their group or if this is going to be like a thing. I don't think so, because the students behind them aren't like this. They're not as like challenging, I guess. So yeah, just like trying to create that rapport with all of them to like, to let them know that like, I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to like give you anything that's not worth your time. Like, because if it's not worth your time, it's not worth my time. Yeah, I really try not to give students busy work. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm so sorry. I haven't vlogged in a really long time, so now I'm just like, I want to talk to you guys. Yeah. I hope your years are going well. We're almost at spring break. I think we have 2 more weeks. But fun fact, I'm working over spring break. So the high school and middle school libraries are kind of separate from the elementary libraries. Like, they're run, the elementaries are run on their own, and the high school and middle school are run like together. And something happened with the cataloging at the elementaries where like a bunch of the barcodes were duplicated or something. So the librarian over there has been trying to get these all like rebarcoded and everything, and the school is giving her time to work on it over spring break, and they offered the opportunity, I guess, to me also, and they were like, if you work, like, you'll get compensated for it and stuff. So basically I think I'm gonna get close to, if not a double paycheck for that. So it just made sense for me to say yes, because my spring break is the first week of April and Scott's is the week before that. So it's not like we could even do anything, because when he's working, I'm not, and when I'm working, he is on break. I don't know, whatever. It's not gonna work out that we can do anything. So I figured I'd work. So I'm gonna work over spring break, but it's like a break from the students, so it'll be different work. Okay, people are trying to get into the library, so I'm gonna go. Peace. So I am done for the day now. I had to come over to the high school because I had Penn Ohio practice. Fun fact, our competition is on Saturday, and I have to be here at 6:30 a.m. to get on the bus to get the kids to the competition. I'm not looking forward to it. But anyway, I am at the high school, and I wanted to show you guys something because I am so darn proud of myself. Hang on. Look at this. I made a prescription poster for the seniors, and I am really darn proud of myself for making this. I saw it online and I just like copied it. Yeah, I am way proud of myself. So now, oh, this is like the first time you guys have been able to see the high school, because I don't normally film in here because like I always have students in here. So let me give you a little look around. So this is our high school library. I know I'm going kind of fast, but I don't know. I figured nobody's gonna dwell on this, right? That's where I sit. That's our circulation desk. And yeah, that's where I normally sit. The other librarian does a lot of diffusing, so he left that on after he left. Yeah, that's my desk there. And I usually try and write like little messages for the kids. They're supposed to sign in all the time, so I'm trying to be nice about it. Like, oh, sign in for me, please. And then just try to, yeah, more positive messages. So this is my work. Super exciting stuff, I know. Oh man, my writing kids just left a huge mess. You other teachers out there, you know about cleaning up after kids. Like, why do they just leave everything freaking everywhere? You were so close, so sorry. Like, they just like leave pens and papers. Like, why I'm giving this to you for my health? I don't know. Whatever. So I'm gonna clean up their mess, and I'm gonna go home, eat some dinner, and then I've got a side hustle. I'm doing DoorDash on the side because your girl needs a side hustle. I don't know. Getting that tutor pay. Technically, I am God, I just keep getting close. Technically, I am a tutor, and I am an hourly employee, and yeah, so I gotta do that side hustle sometimes. It's fine though. So okay, well, I'm gonna go now. I'm very hungry. We're gonna have Taco Tuesday today and watch some Ghost Adventures. That's mine and Scott's like ritual. On Tuesdays we eat tacos and watch Ghost Adventures. Let's be real, I watch Ghost Adventures almost every night with him, so it's pretty cool. We watch like reruns and stuff. Yep. All right, that's it. I'll see you later. Bye. Wait a minute, I lied. I want to show you guys this. So we have like kindness weeks here at the school, and for this one of the clubs put up these like positive notes for everybody on their lockers. Like, don't give up, you are rad, the fragrance always stays in the hand that gives the rose. Okay, you are dope. Yeah, you are gnarly. What in the world? Yeah, so on every single locker there's a post-it note. I really love my school. They do some pretty cool stuff here. Okay, promise, this is the last you're gonna see of me. I'm going home. Okay, bye. Holy Moses, last thing. Promise, last thing. Remember how in the last clip I had my coat on? It's freaking 50 degrees out here. I'm not mad about it though, for real. Okay. Man. I need to stop doing this. I don't know like why I'm so like vloggy lately. I just guess I miss it. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go. Bye.